Hello YouTube! I am KCruzer and these are my thoughts. Now for those of you who are here for the first time, hello and welcome. And for the rest of you who are wondering about the mask, trust me, I'm doing you all a favor. Welcome to video 4. Marvel Universe. Can it do better? I hope so. I'm a big fan of any kind of animation, whether it's any kind of comic books, whether it's from Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, AC, whatever. As long, I have my likes and dislikes. As you may know, Marvel and DC have been going at it for quite a while. When people heard about DC Nation, I mean, the crap hit the fan. And well, Disney decided to come out with Marvel Universe, which didn't get much publicity, but Anyway, let's talk about Marvel Universe. If you had to compare it to DC Nation wins by a landslide because it has a lot more to offer, considering that it's less time. DC Nation is 1 hour. Marvel Universe is 1 hour 15 minutes. Even though they show off some things, they don't show off. What they show off isn't nowhere near as good as DC Nation. I mean, the thing that sells me on DC Nation are the shorts. I already talked about the shorts. I love the shorts, and I hope some of those shorts actually become full-fledged shows. That would be great. Anyway, let's go on with Marvel Universe. Well, they have these things called Marvel Masterclass where they show a professional artist draw the heroes and actually talk about them, which is pretty cool. That's the only thing that Marvel has that DC Nation doesn't. Marvel also has the Fury Files, which Nick Fury discusses everything about the hero. Everything you know and probably do not know. Which is actually pretty cool. Anyway, let's talk about the main aspects of Marvel Universe. The shows. Right now they have 2. I hear more is coming on the way, but let's talk about the 2 that they're on now. Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Let's start off with Ultimate Spider-Man. A lot of people had high hopes for the show, and a lot of people have been let down because of the end result. I personally cannot stop laughing at it. I mean, it is just plain crazy. It doesn't follow the same formula we've seen over and over again, which is not really much of a bad thing. However, well, it's trying to appeal to a younger audience, which I don't mind at all, because don't forget, DC Nation, their shows are rated TV PG. Being that this is Disney, they're trying to say G, Y, Y7, all that. And well, but of course, because it's trying to appeal to a younger audience, the so-called true Spider-Man fans have been turned off. Seriously, like I said, if you don't watch it, if you don't like it, don't watch it. But you never know. I find it kind of funny. It's basically, it doesn't take place in the Ultimate Universe. It's sort of like a whole nother universe. In fact, this comic here, this cartoon here, is kind of a mashup. It's basically, well, Spider-Man mixed with aspects from Teen Titans and Batman the Brave and the Bold. With both shows, which are pretty good. I think they're trying something new. And in fact, this Spider-Man show actually checks on an aspect of Spider-Man we don't often see. The comedy. Because don't forget, Spider-Man's a quipper, and if you actually stood with the comics, you would see that he has gone through some crazy adventures that'll just make you laugh out loud. I mean, he doesn't have to be emo, he doesn't have to be angsty, he doesn't have to be brooding all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love the 1994 show, despite its poor animation, reused animation, and sometimes bad acting. I mean, one big thing that really dropped me about the 1994 show is that every 2 or 3 episodes he has to remind us about Uncle Ben. Oh no, if only I had been there for Uncle Ben. We get it. Spidey, we know what you're going through. We know about Uncle Ben. and we know you can do it because you never give up, and that's why we love you. But you don't have to remind us every 2 to 3 episodes. 1994 series was good. The Spectacular Spider-Man, which came out years later, was much better. Some people were turned off by it because of its animation style. I could have sworn it was drawn by the same people who make Kim Possible, which was actually very good. They actually introduced some characters that they never showed in the 1994 series, and they actually trust me, the Spectacular Spider-Man was an awesome cartoon. Ultimate Spider-Man doesn't measure up to those two shows, but it's still pretty cool. It's the main aspect is that it tries to be different. That's the main thing, and I don't see anything wrong with different as long as it's done good. But simply because it's done different, it's not good to some people. Anyway, a major turn off. But to me, I'm gonna keep watching it. I love it. It's just so funny. It's so different. I mean, the show is basically about what Spidey sees and what goes on through his head as he teams up with a different hero every episode. The show is basically about teenage 16-year-old Peter Parker as he's training under Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. to become the Ultimate Spider-Man. And every now and then there's these little cutaway scenes where he actually expresses his thoughts to the audience, which is not a bad thing. Thing is, Fury has to force Spider-Man to learn how to work with other heroes, so he teams him up with these four new heroes: Iron Fist, White Tiger, Power Man, and Captain Buckethead. Nova. Anyway, trust me, it's funny. And every episode he either teams up with one of them or all of them, and teams up with another hero. I mean, I seen the episode where he teamed up with Wolverine. They were at each other's throats, but with Mesmero, he switched their bodies and their personalities were so crazy. It was just so crazy. I mean, you could really see how Stephen Bloom is a great actor, especially as Wolverine. And Drake Bell, he may be new at this, but he's not doing too bad of a job. Anyway, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm gonna keep watching it because I like to laugh, and I know another thing a lot of people have been turned off is the origin of Venom. He's basically just a symbiote now. And he jumps from person to person. When he grabbed on the Spider-Man, that's when he fully became Venom. But now he's just a symbiote. And Harry Osborn has him. I don't know if they're ever going to introduce Eddie Brock, but you never know. It's an interesting twist. But who knows? We all know that that Norman Osborn is going to become the Green Goblin. We just don't see how. And Dr. Octopus. Wow. Most menacing Dr. Octopus I've ever seen. I hope to see more of him. Anyway, I like the series. I hope it gets better. And let's talk about the other series, the Marvel Adventures, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. You know the Avengers. The thing about this cartoon is that it tries to follow the comic very closely. They got except for one thing. Instead of Captain America being the leader, Iron Man is the leader. But it kind of makes sense since Captain America is basically out of his time. They also have the Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Wasp, Black Panther, and more are coming soon. Trust me, you gotta watch it to believe it, and it is a great show. Wow, I can't even describe this show. I mean, they're all over the place, and yet each episode is as epic as the last, and one episode builds up to another thing, which builds up to another thing. It's crazy. Oh, and trust me, the cartoon is great. I love the Avenger cartoon. It's right up there with Justice League, which is very good. The thing about this show is that the one thing I don't get is the Hulk. He's basically the I'm used to the Hulk smash Hulk, but this is a I'm big, I'm strong, I'm better than anyone here Hulk. But like I said, they're trying to keep closer to the comics, but I still like the big lovable lug Hulk, big lovable smashing angry child lug Hulk. Anyway, oh, and this has nothing to do with the movie, by the way, the movie. How can I describe how awesome it is? How can I actually describe how awesome it is? I know, like this. Yeah, that's how awesome it is. anyway, anyway, give these shows a chance. You might like them. Spider-Man is optional because it's actually trying something different, which I don't mind. I mean, Disney is known to get to a younger audience. Hey, it's Disney. Now if only they could do something with Mickey again. Mickey down, Goofy, you know who I'm talking about, You know who I'm talking about, Disney. Anyway, well, I already talked about the aspects of the Marvel Universe, but I hear that they're getting new shows soon. Well, first the bad news. Avengers is supposed to be canceled after the whole Skrull invasion. But they're getting a new Avengers show called Avengers Assemble, which is drawn by Man of Action. The same guys who brought you Ben 10, Jeremy Rex, and Ultimate Spider-Man. Only it's going to be a lot more serious. At least I hope so. It hasn't really said much. Another new show that's coming soon is really weird. I mean, they call this The Incredible Hulk and the Agents of SMASH. Agents of Smash. I don't know how to describe the show. All I know is that it stars, well, Hulk, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, hopefully Red She-Hulk, and Scar, the son of a Hulk. I don't know how to describe the show. I don't even know how it's going to work. Is he going to be the smart-ass Hulk, or is he going to be the Hulk Smash Hulk? Nothing's been said about that show, but I hope it's good. Anyway, well, hopefully if Marvel Universe expands, hopefully they'll dig deeper into their things. I mean, and who knows, maybe they'll make new shows of some old favorites. I love to see a new X-Men show. Stephen Bloom as Wolverine for the win. And a new Fantastic Four show. Or if they want to, they can make something new. Heck, this is Disney we're talking about. They're trying to appeal to a younger audience. And they already have a great cartoon. Need I remind you? Phineas and Ferb. Awesome cartoon. Anyway, well, like I said, if Marvel wants to dig deeper into their hero library, and if Disney wants to make a show for the younger audience, I have a suggestion. How about a cartoon of these characters? Trust me. If you heard of these characters, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'd love to see a cartoon of the Power Pack. Anyway, well, I really don't have much to say about about Marvel Universe. It's nowhere near as epic as DC Nation, but it's still cool. And who knows? Well, the thing about DC is that they concentrate more on their animation. I mean, I just got Superman vs. the Elite, and that was deep. Marvel concentrates on live-action movies. Which, by the way, I've seen The Amazing Spider-Man. I've seen the costume, and no. I've even seen clips of the movie, the trailers and everything. I'm telling myself, please do not tell me this movie sucks, please. And everyone's saying it's better than the original trilogy. Really? The original trilogy sucked? As far as I'm concerned, the first movie was great. The only thing they did was not give him web shooters. They just had the web coming out of his skin. That was it. Otherwise, the first movie was just about perfect. It was great. It was a great way to introduce Spider-Man to everybody. The second movie did it even better. The third movie, well, best way I can describe it, I think it suffered from too much story in too little time. I mean, it was all over the place and badly paced. Anyway, maybe, just maybe, I'll review Amazing Spider-Man. I just hope it's good, because from what I'm seeing, not so much. And I hope Marvel Universe expands, and who knows, I still like to see a cartoon of these characters. You never know. And hopefully Marvel will dig deeper into their universe and actually bring out more heroes to show off to the public. Until then, I also forgot to mention, Stan Lee makes great cameos in the cartoons. Anyway, this is KCruzer signing off saying, Excelsior!